Howdy. Welcome to the show. Thank you for your support. Honored to be doing this. Thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing, and commenting your questions below so we can have more shows and showing more interest and keep us going as we expand the audience and help the world. Okay, so this show will be about camouflage, more into that because it's so important. It makes it so much less dramatic if nothing can find you. So, things having to do with camouflage. There's a lot to go into. I'm going to continue doing parts as more support for them is wanted. So, waking up in a world that is targeted by all these different things as a jewel of the universe, and the species on it are psionically emergent to be able to do lots of things in the future as they learn what they've inherited in DNA technology. So there's a lot of things interacting and interested in us. So positive, negative, neutral, all kinds of different species, intelligence, residual image, spirit, and physical sometimes form that can track people in time space. So it's good to not have negative things be able to find you or even worry about you or see you as a threat, flying under the radar, not tipping off things searching for information about awakening people on the planet, people going through upgrades, activating energy body type missions, emitting new stuff, DNA upgrades, working with nature, people that take theogens and psychedelics will be prone to emitting new energies as they are packing in way more information than they usually take in. Camouflaging up in these times and sending ourselves camouflage treatments forward and backward in time is very good thing to learn how to do and master and get that working at a grand level, 10 out of 10. If you can. Things that can do this, every little thing helps. Imaginative constructs, geometry, programming, understanding of what types of camouflage can exist, different types of things that can and can't perceive things. You can't perceive most of everything in energetic form in your environment. We see 0.005% or whatever amount of what is in any given space in energy at any given time. Electromagnetic spectrum, visible light, doesn't cover barely any of it. So our perceptive tech in eyes can be expanded upon, and our clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience expanded on the five senses, greater sensing capacity. And even beyond that, dream sense, astral, etheric. There's all kinds of different subtle vocabulary ways to describe the various senses that go beyond that. But an ability to track other beings that has been expanded upon much throughout history and exists and is something that king of the hill negative beings that are stealing and vampiric, dominating, controlling, energy harvesting, influencing beings that hide behind political figures and people in control of different negative structures exist. And they are not camouflaged to them. So camouflaging up so that you can create and grow and not be a huge bright light that like attracts everything. So you can pick and choose which you allow to see, and your management of higher selves going up helps work with you and trust in the universe and source to see what you can define for the rules of reality of what you want to see and what you don't, because you don't just want to be invisible to everything, otherwise you'll never find a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever person, friend, puzzle piece, co-creative soul family member can add to you, as well as synchronistic animals that show up. Sometimes they'll just show up and it's like, oh, I didn't know you were going to be here. Sometimes their higher self is like, I knew you were going to be here and I influenced my deer to like come over here to say hi. All that kind of stuff. Anyway, so having everything go through your filter and rules and stuff, and that make it kind of so that base everything can't see you, so that you can consciously, in higher consciousness in the background, start getting in what is allowed to be able to see you, and able to even dive into like past camouflage. And if you want to get readings by psychics, they have to be able to see sometimes past camouflage and be able to master putting up your camouflage and taking down your camouflage if you want certain amounts of deep information. There's all kinds of stuff into that. So yeah, then understanding that there's many different layers of energetic experience, and we're a hodgepodge of many of them all put together in one experience. So we have many different layers that we can interact with, and like, oh, I can interact in the plant realm energetics, or the fire energy, or earth, water, ether, void, astral, dreaming, etheric. Man, you know this, but going into deeper elemental expressions and seeing what deeper layers of information they have recorded in their expression and their purpose and existence and what they add to things, and communication systems and the different forms of consciousness that like to exist and jump from experience to experience in that spectrum. Anyway, so yeah, so not everything is able to see physical, so know that, but also at the same time, you can make yourself invisible even if you're still there, to a being of another perception, because there's a reason they're able to see in that perception, and there's a reason that you're giving away authority for another being to be able to see you, that you can track back and find and, you know, provoke and see if it's in the body or external or in your timeline or what's going on to heal the wound. Thank you. Again, comment below and like, share, and subscribe if you want more. I'm going to be doing this. Thank you. Love you all. Bye.